Next, multiple integrals. That is nothing but double and triple integrals. Okay. So just I am giving you procedure how to find double integral, triple integral and areas, volumes, applications. Okay. To evaluate double integral over R f of x comma y dx dy comma the following are the cases. Here R is the region bounded by the curves. F of x comma y is the function to be integrated. One is with respect to x and the other is with respect to y. That double integral is double integral of a function f of x comma y defined over the region R, denoted by double integral R f of x comma dx dy. Directly I am giving how to evaluate. There are three cases. Okay, according to the region bounded by the curves, that limits. Following are the cases. 1. Region R is bounded by the curves y is equal to phi 1x and y is equal to y is equal to phi 2x and the lines x is equal to a comma x is equal to b, that is x limits are constants. And R is divided into vertical strips PQ, denoted by PQ, vertical strips PQ. Just see the diagram. Y is equal to phi 1x, or this is y is equal to phi 2x, like this. And this is two vertical lines, that is because of x limits are constant. This is x axis origin, y axis. This straight line is x is equal to b, and this is x is equal to a, and this is y is equal to phi 1x, and this is y is equal to phi 2x. And this part is called shaded part is capital R. Okay, so in this I am taking two standing lines with small distance between these two standing lines. This is denoted by, generally are called vertical strip PQ. So that means the purpose of introducing or drawing this vertical strip is, first you integrate along this strip, that is first with respect to y between the y limits, and then slide or move this strip from x is equal to a to x is equal to b. That means next integration with respect to x between the limits x is equal to a and x is equal to b. Okay, here integrate first, because this is a definite integral, final answer should be a number only, not in terms of x and not in terms of y. So that means always integrate first with respect to a variable having the limits in terms of other variable, and integrate last with respect to a variable having constant limits, constants. First with respect to y, first integrate, here integrate first along the vertical strip PQ, that is integrate first with respect to y between phi 1x and phi 2x. This is the procedure how you evaluate one by one integration. And then with respect to x between a and b, lower limit of x is a, upper limit of x is b, lower limit of y is phi 1x, upper limit of y is phi 2x. So sometimes without strips we cannot evaluate the double integrals. That will come in the next topic, change of order of integration. Okay, for understanding purpose only that I have drawn that strip. So therefore double integral over R f of x comma y dx dy is equal to x is equal to a to b, keeping inside y limits y integration, y is equal to phi 1x phi 2x f of x comma y dy and then dx. So this is the way to evaluate definite integral in the case 1, keeping outside x limits, keeping inside y limits, because inside integrate first and outside integrating last. Similarly, I am giving directly case 2, case 3 how to evaluate. Okay. Second case, region R is bounded by the curves x is equal to phi 1y and x is equal to phi 2y, and the lines y is equal to a, comma y is equal to b. That is R is divided into horizontal strip PQ. Earlier is vertical strip PQ because y limits functions of x. Whenever x limits are functions of x, then you divide the region into horizontal strips. Here, a curve like this, another curve like this, and y limits constant means they are parallel to x axis horizontal lines. So this is y is equal to b, and this is y is equal to a, and this curve is x is equal to phi 1 y, and this is x is equal to phi 2 y. So here somewhere, either middle of the location, middle of the region, or bottom of the region, top of the region, left of the region, and right of the region, anywhere you can take strip. In horizontal, middle, top, bottom, limit should not be changed. Similarly, while considering vertical strip, you can take at middle of that region, or left of the region, right of the region, end, beginning of the region, last of the region. Your limit should not be same. Whenever it changes, you split into that number of regions. If there is a change, then your region is divided into two parts. If there is a two changes in either upper limit case or lower limit case, then you divide the region into three cases, like that. Just properties of definite integrals property. So this is the region R. R is the region. Here integrate first with respect to x, because x limits are functions of y, between phi 1 y and phi 2 y, and then with respect to x y between a and b. So this is the procedure to evaluate in the case of considering x limits functions of y and y limits functions of x. X limits functions of y and y limits are constants. Just a moment. In this case, y is equal to a to b, x is equal to phi 1 y, phi 2 y, f of x comma y, first dx and then dy. This is the way to evaluate. Always integrate first with respect to a variable having variable limits, and then with respect to a variable having constant limits. This is the order of the preference of integration.